Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? It's your friend Matt here again, and welcome back to another Borderlands 2 video. Today, I want to show you guys my Commando build, my Commando character in general. I'll show the weapons and the inventory that I have later on, as well as the badass ranks, but for now, we're just going to go through the build that I like to use. As of now, the Commando is my favorite character to use because I not figured out exactly, I didn't invent this, and my goodness, there's a dude mowing the lawn outside right now, and it is extremely loud and obnoxious. I'm not sure if you can hear it. I'm going to assume that the mic is probably vibrating on the desk right now, but nonetheless, we will push on because I'm not going to wait an hour before he leaves, and God, he's getting closer. Okay, he's kind of walking away now. Anyways, as I was saying, I was going to go through this build, and keep in mind, you can copy this build if you want to, but this is the build that fits me, like the way I like to play, and keep in mind, you may not like it, even if you try it out. And he's coming back again, the lawnmower guy. We're gonna have to deal with this. I'm sorry. It's live commentary. There's nothing I can do. Anyways, so the build that we got here, you can check it out right now. These are all my basic skills. And here we go. First off, on the gorilla tree, I don't have much on this, but I do have 5 on ready. 5 on ready is just really important, plus the 5 skill points from the legendary class mod. Increases your reload speed by 80% if you have it all the way up to 10. And also I have the skill willing. Oh, by the way, guys, I totally forgot to mention, this build is a build that completely ignores the saber turret. So if you're a huge fan of the saber turret, or if you just can't live without the saber turret, this build is not for you. This build bases around using guns only and just making your Commando character into an absolute monster, an indestructible force of death. This doesn't really use the saber turret at all. The only reason why I would use the saber turret, well, I'll show you guys in a second here, but next skill is willing. Improves your shield recharge rate and shield recharge delay. This is very important. Shield recharge rate is actually plus 75%, and recharge delay is minus 60%. It's a pretty nice skill. Now moving on to the gunpowder tree. This is where I have all of my skills leveled up. First off here we got impact, increases gun damage and melee damage. I only do that for the gun damage, plus the 5 points from the legendary soldier class mod. Increases by 40% your gun damage, and this one is expertise. I showed you guys this a lot in my last couple of videos. Increases your weapon swap speed and aim speed. I love the weapon swap speed. That's just so important because what I like to do with the Commando is use the slag a lot, combining it with other guns, and having this skill makes it a lot easier. Also, movement speed while aimed down sight actually increased by 70% with all the 5 points, plus the 5 points from Legendary Soldier class mod. I also have the overload skill, increases magazine size with assault rifle. It's leveled all the way up, is plus 50%. That's something I like to use. I just like to have it in case I'm using like a weapon like the Bearcat or something. Metal Storm, kill skill. This is my favorite skill with the Commando. It's just so useful. You have no idea how nice this skill is. Well, it's one of my favorites, I would definitely say. Killing an enemy dramatically increases your fire rate and reduces recoil for a short amount of time. And short amount of time is in probably around 4 to 5 seconds, and that's really nice, because if you're fighting enemies, you can definitely kill enemies in between 1 and 2 in the process of 4 to 5 seconds. I don't know if I made any sense there, but fire rate plus 60% and recoil reduction plus 75% when this skill is active. It's so useful. I also have this skill leveled up. Steady reduces recoil with all weapon types and increases grenade damage and rocket launcher damage. And I like that because the recoil reduction is also nice. The rocket launcher damage is the main reason why I use this skill, because I use rocket launchers a lot. Anyways, Ranger just makes you better at everything. Gun damage, accuracy, critical hit damage, fire rate, magazine size, reload speed, and maximum health. All leveled up. I mean, all plus 5%. And that lawnmower guy, I swear he's getting on my nerves. Anyways, the nuke, this is the only reason why I would use a saber turret. Deploying your saber turret sets off a nuclear blast. Anyways, this can be useful in a couple situations. If you guys know ion loaders, you know, those guys that create the shields, those Hyperion bots that create the shock shields, they're annoying as crap. Now, if you throw the saber turret and then the saber turret sets off the nuclear blast, it basically cancels that. It pushes the ion loader back, and then because of that, he has to actually, get rid of his shield. Anyways, on to the survival skill tree. I only have a few skills here. Increases your maximum health. Just all overall nice things to have. And dude, that lawnmower guy is so close to my freaking window right now. It's not even funny. Anyways, increase your maximum health by 60% with 10 points on it, plus 5 from the legendary soldier class mod, as well as preparation. Increases your shield capacity. Also, when your shield is full, you regenerate health. This is so useful. This is another one of my favorites with the Commando. First of all, shield capacity overall is a nice thing to have. Plus 30%. Regenerate 4% of your health whenever your shields are full. That is so useful. Whenever your shields are full, I'm getting my words really mixed up right now, but whenever your shields are full, you'll regenerate 4% of your health every second. So it only takes like, I'd say, I am really bad at math, but 50 seconds? No. What am I saying? 25 seconds to... Wow, I'm really bad at math. 25 seconds to regenerate all of your health if your shields are full and your health is barely none. I'm not that bad at math, guys. I just had a blank moment. I'm sorry. I look like an idiot right there. But pressure improves your reload speed and shield recharge delay based on how much health you have. These are 5 points that I added from the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. When I went from 50 to 61, I used some of my extra points here. The lower your health, the higher the bonuses. Up to 70% reload speed and up to minus 60% shield recharge delay. So if you have low health, then this is just a really useful skill to have. It increases your stats quite a bit. Anyways, that's the build, guys. There's the full thing again. It's a very nice build. Keep in mind, this completely ignores the saber turret. As you can see on the saber turret tree over here, I don't have any on any of the saber turret skills at all, other than the nuke. The nuke is the most important in my opinion because it just helps you in a couple situations where you need to like move the enemies back and get away from certain enemies. But that's it. This is my Commando build that I've used in the past videos and any video I've ever made with Commando. This is the skill tree that I always use. Oh, by the way, we have one skill on the saber turret skill, which is probably a little important to point out because you wouldn't have the rest of these without that one point. So yeah, that I really shouldn't have. Wow. Anyways, badass rank, here it is. Oh, actually I have 14 to spend. Should I spend them now? Actually, no. But there it is. And we have the inventory. Now this is where I'm going to show you guys all the weapons I have. These are my pearlescent weapons that I have on the Commando. This, the Incendiary Bearcat was gotten legitimately. I used a save editor to make a Corrosive Bearcat. Tunguska I got from Loot Midgets. Sawbar I got from Loot Midgets. By the way, the Bearcat I got from Loot Midgets as well. Anyways, these 4 weapons that I have here, these are all infinities. Believe it or not, these infinities are all completely legit. I got 2 of them from Loot Midgets, and I got 1 of them from a chest. These are all completely legit Ultimate Vault Hunter weapons. And I also have another infinity in my bag here. This is also a legit infinity. This one's a rapid infinity. And these are all legit. Unbelievable. It's crazy, but I'm telling you, Loot Midgets, they drop everything. And I got tons of legendaries from Loot Midgets. I just dropped the ones that I don't like. I got the Slaga, probably one of the most essential weapons that I have for the Commando. And the Lawnmower guy is finally going away. Thank goodness. Anyways, Sham Shield, I got a 94% absorb chance. The best you can possibly get. Legendary Soldier Class mod, Blood of this, I use a few different relics depending on the situations where I am. This is the one that I usually use. I mainly use it for the rocket launcher max ammo, plus 63.5%, that's very useful. This is my favorite grenade mod, Homing Stormfront. Nothing you can say about that. I don't know how any other grenade mod can compete with that. It's such a good grenade mod. Anyways, these Norfleets, of course, are my old Norfleets, but I buffed them up with the save editor from level 50 to 61. Logan's gun. This, I think... Yeah, I think this is a legit Logan's gun I got from a Loot Midget, and it's not the one that I used to have level 50. I didn't use a save editor for this one. This is a legit Logan's gun that I actually got from Loot Midget, and I threw my other one away, the old one. Anyways, my favorite conference call that I've always had, ever since the first month of Borderlands 2, I buffed it up to 61 with the save editor. My favorite one. I love this thing. And the Volcano I actually just recently got from Loot Midget, I think, but I haven't thrown it away yet. I don't even know why I still have it. I don't really like this thing. Drop. Goodbye. I'm serious, guys. That's what I do with legendaries nowadays, because you can get so many from the Loot Midgets. If you don't want a certain legendary, you gotta drop it. That's the way it goes, or else your bank and inventory is gonna get full. As I said before, this Infinity I got from Loot Midget. The Unkept Herald, this double penetrating Unkept Herald. Yeah, I use the save editor with this one. It used to be level 50, buffed up to 61. These 2 Sandhawks here. Where's my shock sand? Oh, my shock Sandhawk is with the Siren. Sorry. But the Incendiary Sandhawk here and the Smooth Sandhawk, these were all buffed up with save editor as well. This little Eevee was also buffed up with save editor from my old level 50 version. These are the other two relics that I like to use. This is very important when you're using weapons like the Sandhawk or the Bearcat or something like that. Allegiance relic, Dal recoil minus 53%. I use this in a lot of my videos, Dal burst delay minus 53%. You guys see that in a lot of my videos. It's really nice with Dal weapons. This is another one of, this is another one of the relics that I would use. It's another one of the Heart of the Ancients relic, and I use this one for the rocket launcher damage, which is very nice, very nice. I actually used it in my last video with the Tunguska. I got two other grenade mods in here. Sticky Longbow, Fire Leech, and the Lobbed Pandemic. I got both of these from Loot Midgets, and is that level 60? Oh gosh, get out of my inventory, you piece of crap. Anyways, Hoplite Shield buffed up from level 50 with the Save Editor, and B Shield also buffed up from level 50 with the Save Editor. So I did buff up quite a few weapons with the Save Editor. About half of these are original weapons, and half of these are new weapons, so that's basically it. In a second here, I'm gonna end this live commentary, but I got some more footage to show you guys that's really cool, and it's basically uses this setup that I'm using right now. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what kind of freaking monstrous things you can do with a Commando build like this, and then these three infinities combined with the Slaga. So I'll see you guys in just a second here. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. Alright, what's up guys? I'm going to drop in for a little here to tell you guys basically what I'm doing here. I got the Slaga as my first weapon, Corrosive Infinity, Shock Infinity, and Incendiary Infinity, and basically this is a really nice setup. First of all, the Infinities. I love using the Infinities with this combo because you never have to reload, and the Slaga slag any enemy, and then the Corrosive, the elemental effects of the Infinities are just going to do so much more damage than they originally would. Of course, this is only made possible with the Expertise skill that increases my weapon swap time by 140%. It's so useful because you can hit enemies a lot faster and easier. As you can see right here, I use the advantage of the nuke with the what do you call it, the saber turret, and I basically drop those guys away so I could go take a little break and then come back and kill them again. This is a really nice setup. It's not something that you can learn to do right away because it's actually quite difficult knowing what kind of infinity that you need to switch to. Of course, the reason why I have all types of infinities is so whatever enemy I can fight, whatever enemy that I will be fighting, I'll be ready for it with whatever type of infinity I have. So for example, up here in a second you'll be seeing a few engineers. I slag for them first of all. Slag goes for anything, and then change to the Shock Infinity to get rid of their shields, slag them again, and then hit them with the Fire Infinity for their flesh health. So it's a very nice combo here, and I really like using this a lot. I use it in a lot of my playthroughs. I've actually never showed it in a video before, but this is super fun. I would definitely recommend it if you have the means of getting any of these weapons, or maybe you already have them, but this is my overall setup using the nuke again. And keep in mind, when you have an ion loader, I pointed this out earlier, but when you have an ion loader that's got the shield around him, just throws that thing down. The nuke just pushes him back, gets rid of the shield, and you can take him out. It's very nice and simple. I love this build so much. I love this weapon setup so much. It's just very useful in general, and having the sham shield on, it's a huge thing. And you could also put on the Hoplite Shield. The Hoplite Shield has a very large capacity. Probably if you have the right skills, you can get it to around 600,000 capacity, and that could also work with this. You can be just a hulking mass of destruction with the Hoplite Shield. Of course, I don't really, one thing I don't like about that Hoplite Shield is because you just drops your max health, and also decreases your movement speed by a ton, which I just enjoy moving fast. But overall, that's really what I want to say. I feel like I had something else to say a second ago. Oh, yeah, that's right. As I was saying before, this is a little difficult to use with the switching of the weapons and everything. I'm on PC, so for the Slaga, I hit 1. For the Corrosive Infinity, I hit 2. Shock Infinity, I hit 3. And Incendiary Infinity, I hit 4. So if you memorize these details, or I don't really know how it works on Xbox. I guess the only way you can do it is pressing Y or whatever key it is on the PS3 to switch weapons one by one, which is a lot more difficult. But if you're on PC, if you're a PC player, this is so nice because you press, for example, if you're fighting a flesh enemy, you slag him, use 1, press 1 for the slag him, press 4 for the Incendiary Infinity, and then you can just go right to putting the smackdown on him. So it's very nice, and switching weapons, it takes a bit of practice. You'll get it after a little while, but it's kind of difficult to hit all these things together. And of course, any enemies that are hiding behind cover will will of course be killed by the homing Stormfront, which you will be seeing at the end of the footage if you choose to stay, because I'm actually about to leave here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's quite a long one, probably gonna take me a while to render and upload, but to hell with it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be seeing you later. Goodbye.